Now, from your Weather Authority, Chief Meteorologist Wayne Hart.
Our forecast on track as a slow warm-up is now underway that will carry us into the weekend, with Saturday the warmest day before a mainly dry cold front comes through Sunday and ushers in the coolest air of the season so far for the early part of next week. But today was pretty close to normal. 50 was the low, 76 the high this afternoon. It will be a little bit warmer than that tomorrow. We were generally in the mid-70s across the tri-state this afternoon, and it's just a very gradual warm-up here. Eventually taking temperatures above normal starting Thursday or Friday, and then certainly on Saturday before that cold front finally moves through on Sunday. And it may produce a spotty shower. Rain chances at about 10%. Most of the area stays dry, and if you do see some rain, it will not be significant. So our dry spell will continue perhaps for another 2 weeks. There's still no significant rain in sight. We saw the northern lights last night. It was a pretty decent display. Couldn't capture them for you there on the tower camera time lapse, and there's no indication that tonight we'll have another display, but got some nice pictures on my Facebook page. And it was another great evening out of the Fall Festival, night number 2, a lot like last night. We're 54 degrees right now. Winds are calm, so it's cooling off pretty quickly as temperatures continue to fall through the 50s. We're 50 in Henderson, 58 in Owensboro, and compared to last night at this time, temperatures are very similar. We're exactly the same here in Evansville, so overnight lows should wind up somewhere in the mid to upper 40s. So all is quiet here in the tri-state, much of the central eastern part of the country. High pressure is in control. Not the case down in the Gulf of Mexico. Milton re-intensified to a Category 5 hurricane this afternoon. Winds went up to 165 miles per hour. Not unusual for the eye wall and a major hurricane to cycle up and down. Now it might begin, or we're seeing maybe a little bit of a weakening trend right now. The latest observation has the winds down to 160 miles per hour. And as it moves to the northeast, it will encounter more wind shear. Now, wind shear for tornadoes helps support tornadoes, but in hurricanes, wind shear tears them apart, or at least weakens them in this case. And you can see by tomorrow evening, it will still be offshore as a Category 4 storm there, but bearing down on the west coast of Florida. Now it looks like landfall will be sometime early Thursday morning, and the track for this update is the same. And this has just come down from the Hurricane Center. The track was adjusted a little farther south earlier today, and the newest outlook, the same position. The favored track for the eye takes it into Sarasota. Earlier, the eye was coming into Tampa, or just north of Tampa. So this track would be good news for Tampa because it would be more of an offshore flow. They wouldn't get the storm surge in Tampa Bay, but they're still going to get the wind. The high storm surge of 10 to 15 feet now, Sarasota to Fort Myers. And then it does weaken to a Category 1 as it moves through the heart of central Florida, but still a Cat 1 as it hits the east coast near Palm Bay and then exits off to the east. But even though we're going to see a weakening trend here to probably a Category 3 status before it makes landfall, the hurricane force winds are going to be very extensive. They're not going to be all that concentrated, so there's going to be a wide swath of damaging winds around this. And the Weather Service and the Hurricane Center is saying this could be one of the most destructive hurricanes on the historical record for western and central Florida. So hopefully folks are getting out of there. The system does eventually weaken as it moves out into the central Atlantic, and no impact to our weather here in the tri-state. Our weather is going to be great. Clear skies, 45 to 48 overnight. Sunshine tomorrow, a little warmer, mid to upper 70s. And then for your Thursday and Friday, highs around 80. We'll finish up the Fall Festival at 83. The cold front comes through Sunday with some wind. Temperatures begin to drop, and then here we go early next week. You like fall? Well, you're going to love next week. 65 Monday, Tuesday morning, 39 degrees with a high on Tuesday afternoon of only 61.